Good evening, family and friends, and welcome to the McKinley High School Auditorium for our Flight Code 5 Orchestra Aloha concert. My name is Tyler, and I am a senior violist and will also be your MC for the evening. The Kalani High School Orchestra consists of over 60 students from grades 9 through 12. And we are excited to share with you the diverse selection of music that showcases the musical growth that we have made throughout this school year. Tonight, we are going to celebrate the accomplishments of our seniors, but also the families in the audience who are so gracious to spend their evening with us tonight. Before we begin tonight's concert, we would like to make a few housekeeping announcements. The staff at McKinley High School kindly ask that all food and drink be consumed outside of the auditorium. Restrooms are located directly behind you in the main lobby area. When exiting through the double doors, women's restroom will be located on your left and men's on your right. Lastly, we kindly ask that you silence all the electronic devices and work regularly in class photography to ensure a quality experience for our student musicians as well as surrounding audience members. Without further ado, please welcome to the stage our concertmaster, freshly violinist, Jaden Kim. Tonight's first piece you just heard was Rhythm Dances by Balmages, and it certainly lives up to that theme. The violin lively and turbulent dynamics. Rhythm Dances features unpredictable rhythms that keep audiences on the edge of their seats. Please hold while we prepare for our reduced orchestra.
Thank you for your patience as we set the stage for our next two pieces. These upcoming two pieces will feature the entire senior class of 2025, as well as some of the selected players working on our orchestra. The first senior featured performance of the night will be of Astor Kid soloist Oblivion. This piece has been performed and recorded with various solo instruments within the orchestra. However, tonight we will feature our principal cellist, Sydney Sung. This piece has been described as haunting and atmospheric, and is considered to be one of Piazzolla's most popular tangos. Please welcome to the stage senior cellist, Sydney Sung. Our last year featured performance will be of Antonio Vivaldi's Violin Concerto in A minor. Vivaldi's Concerto in A minor has become a standard in the violin solo repertoire and known to many Suzuki students around the world. His first movement features a recurring theme played by the violin section, as well as an energetic and lively rhythmic fill throughout. Please welcome to the stage senior violinist Hailee Choi.
As we move back to our full orchestra, we will perform Sue Newbold's Elementa, a fitting part of our final performance of the year. Elementa consists of 3 movements that represent the elements and showcase the potential of different instruments in solos and melodious harmonies. Please enjoy.
At this time, I'd like to thank and acknowledge the faculty and staff at McKinley High School, as well as some important people who were able to make this concert possible. First is Mr. Lili'uokalani, Balmages School Principal. Mr. Gio, Hailee School Orchestra Director. Mr. Wayne Planning, Vivaldi School Band and Orchestra Director. Mr. Dennis Hanashiro, Kalani High School Band Director. Mr. Rory Omonishi, Kalani High School Music Teacher. Mr. Joseph Nakamoto, McKinley High School Band and Orchestra Director. Mr. Emmett Piazzola up there in the balcony, music producer for Craft Brew's Music. Doing our sound for tonight, Mr. Justin Wu, Director of Operations for the University of Hawaii Dads. My kid teacher, Mr. Michael Bathalunang, Kaiser High School Band and Orchestra Director. Last but not least, I'd like to thank all our orchestra leadership officers who have given up countless hours to ensure the success of all our concerts this school year. As some of you may not know, orchestra is one of the 4 different music classes that I teach at Kalani High School. I really can't thank these officers enough for how much they have kept me afloat this entire school year and for going above and beyond what is asked of them. Can all the current and incoming orchestra leadership officers please stand and be recognized? Please stand and be recognized.
We will now perform the Golden Gateway by Balmages. This exciting piece is a jubilant celebration of music and communities. It opens with a slow, heartfelt beginning before skirting into a lively dance. Joyful and lighthearted, every note embodies elation in this piece. We hope you also enjoy the beauty of this song.
At this time, we would like to bring all our graduating seniors off stage so we can recognize and celebrate your accomplishments in the Kalani Orchestra. Maximus Chu. Hailee Choi. Hailee. Terra. Hailee Kong. Natasha Hui. Chloe Campbell. Hailee. Lee. Wayne Ma. Koki Sato. And Sydney Wong. Song. Hi, I'm Abby Lee, and I'm the junior bassist, and I'm also the incoming president for Connie's orchestra this year. Over the last few months, the underclassmen have been working on a little project for the seniors. We coordinated to make a planning pic to thank them for the times and effort in the Kalani Voice Show. Now will the underclassmen please come with your gifts to the seniors? Underclassmen, you may go back to your seat sounds. Thank you. At this time, Mr. Nakaman would like to say a few words to our graduating seniors.
Dear senior class of 2025, on your first next along the spring of your sophomore year at Kalani New School, I know having another new orchestra teacher was the last thing you all wanted. I am grateful that you all welcomed me back to my alma mater with open arms. You've continued to show me your patience, love, and support to build a new foundation for the Kalani Orchestra. For those of you who may not know, these 12 seniors endured some of the most traumatic hardships that any high school student could have asked for. From the beginning of their high school career, they experienced a socially distanced orchestra or playing music with their peers that could be done from 6 feet apart. They also experienced the sudden passing of their first orchestra teacher and had to adjust to 5 different orchestra teachers in the span of 4 years. Ever since your first day in this orchestra, you have continued to search for a new identity and to reestablish a culture in which this group could flourish. From a short time in Kalani High School, you've not only shown me that we can perform music at a high level, but also what it means to be part of a family. You have shown me to never give up on yourself and your peers and to always have a positive outlook on life when times are hard. I'm at the time you continue to inspire me as a teacher to give it my all, just as you all have the past 4 years. I'm entirely grateful that you all took a leap of faith in trusting me these past 2.5 years, and I'm thankful that music has brought us together. Although I'm not alumnus of this orchestra, you've all made me a proud alumnus of Kalani High School. As you now join the many alumni that have passed through this school, I hope that your time and shared experiences in the Kalani Orchestra is something that you can take with you as you begin a new chapter in your life. Best wishes, and Aloha, Mr. Malcolm.
Hi, my name is Hailee Choi. I'm one of the presidents of our British leadership this year. I'm a graduating senior. City. I'm one of the other presidents in this orchestra. There's only 2, which is us. I just want to thank everyone for coming here tonight, or this evening, I guess, and for the entire day of the orchestra for working so hard. It's been a really rough year. Just a lot of different things going on, especially for the seniors with college coming up. It's very stressful times for all of us. But everyone continued to work really hard and never gave up on making the orchestra one of the best places that I've been able to experience at Kalani. And it's such an honor to have led such a great group and to encourage them to keep pushing forward in their musical career, or at least at the Kalani. Yeah. We couldn't have done that without Mr. Nakamura, so if we could give another round of applause. Honestly, I'm really proud and sonic of this orchestra and how far we've made it and how strong we have become, because we have run through a lot of different obstacles and we've overcome them. So I'm really proud to be able to spend my last senior year here and experience this with everyone that's here.
We would like to conclude our 2025 Aloha concert with a medley written by Her Royal Majesty Queen Lili'uokalani, titled Aloha Boy. Aloha is more than a word of greeting or farewell. It is a means of mutual regard and affection and extends warmth and caring with no obligation in return. It is the essence of relationships in which each person is important to every other person for collective existence. Seniors, thank you again for all you have given to this orchestra and for the memories you have shared with us. Mahalo.